Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is gonna be actually my final review. I'm playing against Mosca. Don't know what this is. Okay, so
A servitor is en
see what we
route.
got. I went for iron with the light speeder mark,
Servitor
blind
deployed.
grenade, and focused shot of the Terminators. Overwatch, Assault, Lip, and Lone Wolf. Meanwhile, my opponent went for triple Gretchen, Weird Boy, some kind of heavy elites of this thing, Beauty the Morkanat, and Big Mecha was up. I don't know what this is considered to be. Mm, and Mega Noobs. What's that? Boys, anyway. Alright, I went so typical 4 servitors. So let me remove this. He went for an early work tower over here and a boys hat over here.
Reports ready.
That's it. He also captured this. It's a huge game, guys. This is gonna be my final review. So, is this game spam? No. Is the escalation phase is bad? No, it's like a free tier. Is the resources are good? Is there? Now I'm killing these guys here. I'm going to capture as well as capturing. Taking it down.
Let's get more shooting!
I don't know what's the defense meter, so there's some mutual cancelling about capturing the positions. I don't know how two servitors were found here, but anyway.
We have engaged a weak
Alright.
enemy
This is double shooter. Waiting for my assault marines to get ready. They are just ready. There we go. Scouts found them.
Drop pod deployed.
Stun. Everything gets stunned. Now these scouts,
We are battling a
these
weak
guys
enemy
will
force.
take out
To the
this.
southeast.
So he went for this tower here to save himself.
Preparing servitor for deployment.
I'm capturing this as there is no contest.
Servitor deployed.
Now more servitors just to capture another
Taken a
assault
resource.
squad. I shouldn't have lost that tactical though, but anyway. They're running away with the assault leap, which is excellent. Now I saw this being shot. Try to save him. No. So he's double shooter, double slugger.
The boy's hat is getting attacked.
Oops.
Rounding up the boys.
What's that now? So I got my second
Point me with
assault
purpose, my
squad.
lord.
These guys are moving back. Now,
Assault
is
squad
this
en
game a
route.
blob? No, it's not a
We are
blob
losing
game.
a point.
I don't know what I was doing with double servitors here. Capturing
Weak
this,
enemy
capturing
force spotted.
this as well.
We have lost a point.
Okay, we lost this, but this isn't built. I was checking, I should have denied it.
Weak enemy
Didn't know.
force has engaged us. To the
Moving with,
southwest.
I don't know why I'm moving with the
We've
servitor
captured
over
a
here.
point.
I guess I'm moving with the servitor to check here.
Assault marine squad deployed.
Currently he's, okay, my assault marines, there was a fight here, we got pushed back.
Give me your
So
orders
triple
and
assault
witness
marine for me.
excellence.
Hey, Gretchens, watch
Triple
yourselves.
boys for him, a double shooter.
Gretchens are ready.
What's that?
You Gretchen
Yeah,
will
I'm
be
capping
easy.
with this guy, which I checked with the scout.
This hunt
Killed
will
him
make
up
for a
here,
fine
here.
saga.
The Death Watch. He's now working, he's got a lot of our boys.
A
But I'm
requisition
moving to
generator
take out
is
this
ready. We've taken
with
a
the
resource point.
Death Watch. You got the
For us to say.
armor slaying. Now, 1 point on each for the resources, spreading my resources. He's building this, but no thing this yet. Now, where am I?
Assault squad
My
ready.
assault marshal, he's heading for the shield generator. And this is where things get interesting. I just choice. Okay, taking some damage. Same thing, I'm attacking this.
Power generator juiced up.
Here is the battle. I'm building a doctrine. Sample here to secure this. Shield.
Get some break in a shield generator.
So double shot, triple slugger. Triple assault marines with shields. Doing the assault lips, cutting them into pieces. And doing the best I can. I just checked that here there is no listening post. I came over here to see what I can do on this. I got missiles and I started to fire on it. Killing these resource points are...
Heavy bolter team deployed.
And I started to build some heavy bolters here on this spot, since he didn't have it. He only had... He lost this. Now here is something else. They managed to save them. Yeah. Okay, this guy didn't manage to retreat, but I did. In meanwhile, I took down this, which what it is. It's the only. He got the upgrades, and he's got. Alright. Took out this. Denied the point. So where are he? He's just at one point here. Now, if you are, if he was just building this. There is him again. Okay, these guys are getting hit by the grenade. So, if you are behind the game, as my opponent, can you come back? Definitely, you're gonna see.
Northwards.
Alright, here's the elite. I moved back, building this to secure this position. Is it a spam game? No. To get a spread, you need to have active armies all over the map.
Cancelling deployment.
As you see, what's going on here? Oh, got one scout, one figure, three of these. Do I float resources? Absolutely not. I got the entire map, he only got this 0 resources.
Upgrading the voice health. New looters is here.
Okay, he's going double. He's got a lot of army. My army is spread though. That's the issue with this army, is that I got my army spread. Stun grenade. There is the blob getting stunned completely. He's firing on... Managed to save the scouts. He didn't get through the vortex grenade. Should have changed for a flamer. What's going on? Resource wise, I'm not spamming. Okay, where are they? These guys are moving. See, I blocked my army and this costed me.
Up north of your position.
Also, it's gonna cost me kind of the battle in a sense. You're gonna see that I end up losing this. He's got a lot of army
Power generator
to
is
use
getting
it. He doesn't have it because it's an accessory. Now what am I doing here? That was a terrible mistake capping with all this. Should have gone on this,
Sniper scouts deployed.
going for snipers. I don't know what I was doing at this point. Why did I have them on here? Of course I had no idea what he had.
Small fight with the enemy.
Okay, that's yeah, my elites are that strong. No, they're not. I managed to dodge it. I lost this. I also tried to run away even more, but and I managed to save it. This position is gonna go down. It's all the orc army firing at me. Not much I could do. And
They've smashed our chapel
now
barracks.
here, okay, I lost this. I came with this. I didn't know there was no. I should have taken the generator
We've
down
scouted
at
a
this
small
point.
enemy force. Our
Didn't
point
realize
has been
what
lost.
was happening. I started building another chapel barracks
Weak
here.
enemy force spotted.
That was kind of a
Doctrine chapel
misplay.
completed.
I ended up losing one assault squad that
Preparing heavy
was
bolter
bad.
devastators for deployment.
But at least not till the next year, so I managed to save these two. So I got some resources back. Escalation
Battle
phase.
has
It's
escalated
a
to the
free
second
tier.
phase.
So he's 100 and 100, I am at 755. This is almost down. Zona is up, these guys are healing.
Concentrate chapel at the ready.
Starting to build
Heavy
some,
bolter team deployed.
I built another barracks here,
Lead point generator. No doubts, no fears.
as I should have.
We've scouted a small enemy force. We are battling
Should have
a
taken
weak
this again.
enemy force.
Should have taken it.
Tactical Marine squad
At this
deployed.
point I said okay, it's time to micro. What's my orc? Orc got a lot of units. Now this is damaging the cover. And what happened here? I just accidentally moved with Jonah like this. Had no idea he was over here, and I didn't realize what was happening. And lost Jonah. That was a horrible play right over here.
Make ready, brothers.
Now, what else? Here I'm moving with this. Tacticals to capture. This just here I can take a shot. Orc is heavily pushed back, as you see. Assault Marines took this down. Now I got a wonderful spread to have spawned Jonah here though to take out this WAG tower and move forward, and the kill team, the Deathwatch team over here. So I got map control. Orc is not floating any resources, he's making good use of them. I am not floating either. Now there is some kind of...
Kill team Ironwolf.
Alright,
ready to
there's...
deploy.
Yeah, there it is.
We've
There is the
completed
team.
power generator. Deathwatch kill team on the hunt.
Okay, the grenade paid off. Got them, gave them a flamer. Another one. I managed to keep it though. This is getting built here. Yeah, fortified it. So I need one elite on this side of the map and one elite here. I didn't need to have them at the same spot. This way. Here is the... Here is the... Jumping, here is the battle. Double looter. There it is. Okay, I managed to save this squad. Managed to save these. What are they called? Assault Marines, not Raptors. My opponent went for a looter spam. His resources are, my resources are. He's floating some. He went for what's this? Triple looter isn't a spam, but started to build everything post here. He's got his new elite ready. This. He went to build this. Now at this point of the game, I also had this.
Just the roar of our
I should have built this Skulls 4045 just for this thing was needless here. This what is called listening post. And here what it is something. Yeah, it is. Now this is needless. I shouldn't have built this. It costed me kinda a lot also. Multiple one or another major mistake that has happened. He's now moving at, I saw this, it's not going to last, cancelling it. Assault Marines here. He's going to take this. Should have, like I said, should have one elite here,
Stronghold upgraded to tier 2.
one elite on this
Lost
side.
precious resource
This was
point.
a major mistake I did, and I shouldn't have built another. One of, you don't force to spam this listening post, I just built because I wanted to macro for more elites. Currently I'm tier 2, he's tier 2 around there also. And then, well, I had them because I wanted to take out this position. So this is very decent for anti-armor. Here is a battle. These guys are getting done while I'm attacking here. I got pulled back. Assault Marines managed to save themselves. Nope, sadly. So I'm at double Assault Marines. He's with triple loot and one slugger. No spam. This, if anything, this guy's spammed, but yes, I built this. I mean, I shouldn't have built this. Have made troops instead, and I could made another. Meanwhile, I kept spreading my resources.
Deathwatch kill team,
took
awaits
this.
invitation. A weak enemy force has engaged us.
The water tower is getting meddled with.
There is a team. The team was still taking out. I wanted to take out this. I need to take this out. So resource-wise, I'm good. I'm floating kinda, so he's behind. Jumping back. Don't turn my, yeah, jump away.
Right,
Healing.
Gretchins, watch yourselves. Buzz, Gretchins are ready.
There is a battle, a lot of floaters. I have to pull back. At least I took out the listening post. Overwatch team. I had to pull back. So, as you see this game, no spam. He came here getting shot by devastators as well as the listening post. He had to pull back. He's attacking meanwhile here.
Requisition generator done.
Jumping all over.
Right, Gretchins, watch yourselves. Buzz, Gretchins are ready.
Why didn't I use a standard so he wasn't ready? Snipers throwing shots. These guys are healing.
Storm drop pod readying. Heavy bolter team deployed.
I don't know how he's got vision. He's got vision somehow.
Battle brothers are ready to deploy at your word.
He's got somehow vision, I don't know how. Yeah, okay, and there are my Terminators. Yeah, the macro paid off. I summoned the Terminators. Keep going.
Machine forge
This
at the ready.
shouldn't have been put out. Don't take out this position. Dread not getting ready for drop.
Cast the holy
As well as a land speeder pretty soon. We are gonna deny this. Resource wise, we're both tier 2 in a sense. Tier 2, kind of both of us are tier 2.
Your finest fall to me!
Look, Nobs are here.
Should have made, I have this cyclone missile barrage to have thrown it. Sadly, I lost it.
You shoot the boys easy.
Because I was... Meanwhile, I have these spies here to check what's going on. But I should have moved at this spot.
to the southeast.
Denied. He retreated insteed. He's going for this
Tactical Marine
position.
squad deployed. Tactical Marine squad deployed.
There is a land speeder.
Clear, go ahead.
Now. Here is building. He's going to take this. Oh, these are some knobs. He's there for him, 4 work towers. I am tier 2 still. Meanwhile, I said, okay, it's time to move with my troops.
Preparing. The scale of battle has grown.
So what happens here? Throwing this.
Scout Marine Squad deployed.
Yeah, that was kinda
Last
wasted.
cannon team en route.
Drop started for last cannon teams. Now this is here.
Superheating the melter
It's
cannon.
on both these, the Lone Wolf and the Mark,
Kill team,
cooperate well.
ready to deploy.
Now at this point, this is what went wrong in this game. Because at this point,
Last cannon team deployed.
I recaptured it. We are both at good resource wise. None is actually floating. I noticed this. I'm gonna take it out. Lone Wolf and Mark kills fast. It's gonna deny. York. It doesn't have much of that big of an army. But I suddenly had all my army. I mean, can't deny this. Okay. I don't know what's the fireworks. Yeah, that's some fireworks outside the house.
Whirlwind artillery battery en route.
Now I went for a whirlwind meanwhile. Denying this. He doesn't have, he only has this resource point. And he didn't upgrade it, that's... Who is firing fireworks outside the house? Anyway.
Praise unto the Emperor.
What do you wish to
Whirlwind artillery battery deployed. Last cannon's charged.
Last
and
cannon.
stations ready. Tactical
The
squad.
fuck? I guess it's a school outside the house, so
Tactical
I guess
Marine
the kids are playing, throwing fireworks or something. So what happens here? Yeah, they're going for a work. Started to build again.
completed a power generator.
Okay, there's. I've managed to keep it alive. That's great.
Started to build a structure.
Now at this
The
point,
arsenal is completed.
yeah, York is attacking at this point of the map. He's at 4. I'm at 5. He wants to take out. Should have.
Upgrading again to launch smashing our power generator.
Now I moved again to take this down. Again denying it. He didn't cancel it, he lost it. That was a threat wag, I was expecting him, but I moved to capture with my attackers. He's our maximum tier, I am at tier
A power
2 still.
generator is ready. Upgrading stronghold
Denying
to
this.
tier 3.
Okay, I lost this point, I secured this.
What aid can I offer you?
These guys were double scout. Sadly, these scouts aren't doing much, I just
We
forgot
have a
about
listening
them.
post now. A drop pod is
Secured this as
available.
well again. He
A
didn't
new
build
drop
this,
pod bay is online.
he's now moving again for... I got this.
We are ready to breathe fire.
Ready to cover this. Great spread from my troops, even the dreadnought, the scouts are being here. Let's have a look. There it is. I just go here, forcing him to pull back, capturing this. I thought to myself, okay, I guess it's time to move forward. Where is the battle? Now, the orc is gonna come. My army here is well spread. Alright, meanwhile, I move to this. There it is. I try to save the territory, and it worked pretty good. Alright, there is the. Following him. Destroying the structure, moving forward with the orbital. Oh. I don't know how he managed to escape. Alright, well, I cleared his base over here. Now, I didn't have to start to make tanks at the moment. My resources are pretty good. As you see, 700, 300. The resources are not bad. He built this, I should have moved with the land speeder faster. Okay, made the shield. Okay, it went down. At this point I said, okay, that's too much. It's gonna go down. It's pretty good anti-vehicles. Now with one Predator tank, Annihilator, still building.
We have engaged a weak enemy force towards the northwest.
Alright, guys.
Upgrading vehicle weaponry.
There is a lot of that thing. Now didn't I fire? What's this? This Warhammer barrage missed. A lot sadly. But okay.
Weak enemy force.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Preparing heavy bolter devastators for deployment.
Now this land speeder should have moved here to kill this. The orc lost a lot of his army. He came here to fire. Orc lost a lot. I'm casting the wall here to protect my troops. I can't fire at him, he can't fire at me. And we're safe. So,
A listening post has been targeted by our
at the
foes.
moment I just said, okay, it's time to. I realized I need to defend this. And I realized that I need to check at this point of the map.
We are battling a weak enemy force.
What's going on here? I was healing myself, should have moved. Don't have the luxury of just. This tank doing nothing should have been in the front lines.
By our foes. Predator destructor en route.
Made another Predator tier 3, of course. Killing one orc elite. Another orc elite. And guys.
Boss, some of our boys got daft.
Moving the tank. What happened to the land speeder? Oh, I lost the land speeder.
Resource for him, but must spend them.
Yeah, I got
Predator Destructor
a
deployed.
lot of resources, but they're gonna get spent. It's not that I'm floating really. But you can't just. My opponent is heavily got a lot of workers. He's got. I'm moving the tank. He's got a lot of workers, but his army got killed. He lost so many
You elite
troops.
boys are ready to fight, but this is the last
And
place
the
to
problem
fight.
is here that I was playing. I mean, I had all my army. Should have spread them more. All this I just killed so many orcs. This.
Rounding up a new tank buster mob.
No voice yet, but we'll get something going.
Upgrade fitted. Power generator juiced up.
Now here it's going some good shots. I didn't realize what was going on. I should have killed this. But
We have a surplus of power. Use it.
I thought myself, okay, let's get back.
Just the roar of our salvos.
Repairing
will
this,
cut mortars and
covering
the
this
coast is
area.
active.
Scouts are staying here too. At this point I realized that he went for this. Okay, he summoned his elite. He only got one elite up. Oh god, that's a lot of hits. Rear armor hits. Almost killed the tank. He lost a worker, but it's not much. His army is decimated. I decimated his army so many times. Oh, so many orcs got killed. Destructor already.
Our listening post is destroyed.
I lost this resource position.
Servitor power generator lost.
What happened to his nobs?
We're big and green.
Yeah, he just got them back to reinforce something. So, yeah, put the predator here. Started to make some tanks,
We
definitely.
win these excesses of resource
Some
for
extra
him,
assault marines,
but
double
must spend
snipers,
all.
triple devastators.
The point has been lost.
Some dreadnoughts. So guys, no,
Unleashing
as you saw,
shockwave.
that was an accident. This shockwave
Vehicle weaponry is improved.
started to make double the upgrades, as you see. Reason is
Preparing Predator Destructor for
more
deployment.
tanks, more assault marines, a good mix of everything. Μάλιστα.
A requisition generator is ready.
Got some workers myself. He secured this just to secure it.
Weak enemy force spotted.
I don't know what happened to my. He didn't have.
Jab noggin will give her a go.
He didn't have his
Small fight with the enemy.
something.
This monster's under attack. Want to see how high I can go?
Preparing last the arsenal is prepared to arm our warriors.
Okay, here starting the last cannons. As soon as I saw the vehicles, here is the stun grenade. Everything stunned. That was a miss, sadly. Yeah, it was a miss.
Team deployed.
Sadly, that was a miss, guys. A miss of Orbiter. Yeah, I saw this, taking this out. That was sadly a miss. Kept nuking, but I missed. That was very sad, this nuke missed. Okay, I managed to capture these guys. But that was it, not bad, not much. I kept this though. I saw this. Should have been here. So as you see, resource wise,
We've upgraded infantry damage.
not much. This guy's got this ability, very useful.
Durability. Upgrading infantry damage.
Here they come, and they're coming for this point. So let's go.
We scouted enemy elites in the field.
Let's see. He is the one who blobbing and paid.
We should find these tank
He
busters
suffered
and
tons of losses. He suffered tons of losses The problem is that I'm not very used into this game because I don't play it that much. So there are the special abilities. Tanks firing, not getting armor hit. Here is tank. Too much, I didn't realize it was. He lost all of his army, you see. As you saw, killed almost his entire army. Dreadnought drop. Tank survived. Yeah, tank survived, it's very useful. Killing everything, as you saw. He lost, suffered minimal losses, he lost almost everything. Because he blowed and he spammed. Meaning he only had one type of unit mostly, so he wasn't able to deal with threats effectively. I rebuilt this. Now this was lost, so I moved here with the tanks. So you realize now, guys, what it's just my game experience that is not much. This went down or something. Yeah, this went down. Yeah, killing him as hell. He lost one of his main elites. I managed to keep my tanks alive, all of them I guess, yeah, all of them. And repairing them. I kept making upgrades.
Infantry weaponry upgrade in progress. Predator Annihilator en route. We have lost a precious resource point.
Kept making upgrades, all kind of upgrades, not just
Preparing
those
servitor for deployment.
that are
Servitor
it's
deployed.
not about spamming, you need all kinds of army. Now this should have been punished.
Servitor deployed.
Should have been punished, this one, but with the land speeder. Where is the land speeder? I guess the land speeder is gonna come pretty soon.
Go ahead.
He lost his army so many times, his losses were huge. He suffered tons of damage. So what went wrong with this game?
Infantry damage
Since
upgrade
it's not
secured.
about spamming, it's not about many people say that elites are overpowered, they're not, so what's wrong? What went wrong, guys, with this? If you just
Completed a
have
power
an exception in the
generator.
power core, what went wrong? Nothing. What was wrong with the power core, guys? It's a poorly made. This is getting sniped. Snipers are very useful. This is the tank buster barrage. There it is. The red not stunning everything, trying to. I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped it here.
Beginning vehicle health upgrade.
Tell them from here.
Oh my god. He lost his elites again. Okay. I'll kill his resources. Managed to save the Dreadnought as well. That barrage missing. Okay, saved. I don't know where is the shield. Okay, there is a special ability slowing. Yeah. This did I lose something? Yeah, I lost the iron deathwatch. Now here's this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down. It's going to repair it.
Bond is available.
He ran away. Moving with the tanks. Now what happened here? Some death threads.
Deathstorm drop pod.
So what went wrong, guys? What went wrong? Yeah, stunning them. Killing all of his workers in a sense. Yeah, many people went down. Stunning shots, last cannon shots. Oh my god, this tank. Okay, I lost one tank, happens. He lost. thing. Yeah, killing him and shoot. Okay, this tank is gonna go down, so I didn't notice. Oh, it didn't go down. Again, another barrage. Here is the wall to keep me safe. Teleported to safety. He had to pull back.
Starting work on a new death trade.
So guys, as you see, he lost his entire army again. Getting slaughtered. What's it? Okay, there it is. It's this. Master. So what went wrong with this game, guys? As you see, it's no spam. Spamming. He lost his army so many times. I have my entire. I mean, I suffer losses too, but minimum compared to him. It's very tactical,
Batteries ready to
very
fire.
positioning. Nothing is wrong with the super abilities. What went wrong with the game? Well, let me tell you what went wrong. Yeah, there's another land speeder.
We've scouted a small enemy force.
I had to punish this. Can't translate it. What went wrong? Okay, this should have been taken out by my tanks. Can't just have them walking around like this. Here's another.
The skies are yours.
So what went wrong? It's the power core, guys. That's what went wrong.
A weak
The
enemy
power
force has
core.
engaged us.
You need to have map presence everywhere. Also, the land speeder shouldn't fly all on the edges where there is no ground. It shouldn't. That's the main issue. Should have taken this out, by the way. I didn't realize.
Death trade. Look at that beaut.
Killing this. Just killing this.
Target eliminated.
That's something. He's going to build it again. I want to deny it again. He cancelled it. Okay, this one. Okay, I saw this a little spamming and I pulled back. So the lone wolf, pretty useful.
We should find these tank busters.
Fortified again. This is no man's land. Let's put some
Just seize your position.
of the elites. So guys, what went wrong with this game? Not this game that I'm playing, which I lost sadly. I told you. He's building it again. I'm at 15, he's at 9. It costs 2, this costs me 4. Pretty decent scaling. So what went wrong? The power core, guys. It's an poorly made oversimplification of the win conditions, which will end up ruining an art strategy game because you can't have a poorly made win condition.
Las cannon team deployed.
In a sense, to get you the idea, he's capturing this. He's gonna lose this, by the way. So you need it, not the victory point control, which is on Company of Heroes. You need control area, take and hold. Control area, take and hold, sudden death, all these kinds of victory. He's losing this, stunning it, slowing it, another fire, just getting blasted this death threat. His resources aren't that much, he can't afford to. He just got this doctrine to, when it dies, it just spams damage. Now he's moving with this army, going for the power core. That's very good actually. I mean, I'm not playing at the moment I lost the game. I should have had troops here, I should have killed him ages ago. Now, meanwhile he went for another attack at this point, getting stunned, getting hit. And this attack is gonna be as contested just took at this. What guys went wrong is that the power core, control area, take and hold, economic victory, all of done War 1 condition. Okay, stunning him, all this. Here's the dreadnought. Should have been in the game. What was called control area, take and hold. Nuked. Meanwhile, this battle keeps going, but he's getting slaughtered. And this nuke, what happened? Missed again. Oh god. I should have kept moving it. I don't know why I stopped. I guess I was paying attention to this kind of map. I mean, I have them well spread, moving with my army here.
New tank busters is here.
Now my elite, my new costs 5.
Upgrading infantry. Annihilator ready.
How about this time? As Almar is jumping, hitting. These are both of his elites, it's not a death threat. Or anything. Here is his.
Preparing las cannon devastators for deployment.
He got, in order to break this position, he lost again all of his army at this side of the map.
Tough boys got snicked.
If anything, he got the land speeder here, which is gonna kill this. I managed to kill his armor here at this point. Now he's wasting time to kill a worker. More workers here.
New tank busters is
Now
here.
he's gonna lose this. I'm pretty sure he's gonna lose this. Yeah, he lost this for free. Building this here, moving with the tanks. So his elites both are dead. Now this elite is also another watermans. His army is decimated again. My army is okay. I suffered some losses, but I'm still alive. And here is where the land speeder mark will come into play handily. There is. My army, of course, is fully upgraded. Yeah, fully upgraded. All upgrades.
Team en route.
There is the land speeder lone wolf as well as marking it. I don't know what's the percentage. But it's the team again. Again moving with the land speeder because it's got a multi-melter. Yeah, blinding him, hitting everything. It's gonna go down. So as you see again, he lost all his elites. All his elites are down. Ow, it's gonna explode. I didn't know that. I realized that it's going to explode, so should have been here. And there's again his army. What's that?
Preparing las cannon devastators for
I'm with
deployment.
the early army. He's got.
Enemy forces on the
Do
move.
with all this power, boss. Starting work on a new
Okay, that's Jonah. He's firing on the builders. Don't tell me I lost Jonah. No, I didn't lose Jonah. Should have attacked with the Terminator, so. So what, the parkour? If you Dawn of War, all we needed was Dawn of War 1 conditions. Even sudden death. Even that. Okay, there it is. He's got a warning, the sky is falling on him. Let's see again, he's gonna suffer tons of losses again. Here's the tank, is gonna
This one has completed machine repair.
wipe him, devastate him. All this squad getting devastated. This is anti-infantry tank, of course. And they're all dead.
Scorched their way through the crowd.
Now this, I don't know how did I miss this. I should have moved to with an annihilator to take it out. One annihilator, guys, can kill a lot of these orc vehicles if handled correctly. So
Las cannon. Weak enemy force spotted.
effectively, one of these, one annihilator tank can kill all these orc vehicles if handled correctly. And so the Dawn of War 2 aspect of RPG element, in the sense of having units being valuable, is here. So what went wrong, guys? Well,
Las cannon team deployed.
the victory condition, that's the only thing that went wrong. You can't just make. No, this tank are chilling. That was bad call. Look, instead of just killing this. Of course, I didn't know where he was, but I should have. At this moment, I saw him.
Captured a point.
Took it out. And I moved forward with my land speeders. check what's going on. I should have done this much more. He's moving now with all these. What is this? Death threats. Milagans. He's moving for the final blow at this moment. I realized that something is going to happen, and I went as soon as to. One tank can kill all these.
Upgrades will make
So,
that sneaking in.
of course, these can kill the tanks if they are put down. If can't correctly from melee. Yes, stun shots are being made to slow them, but here is the nuke. This isn't going to do a lot of damage, sadly.
I'm ready for
Killing this.
Just west of your position.
Oh my god. Tanks are coming. Take him out. But yeah, let's go now. See, there's the nuke.
The foe would destroy a requisition generator.
There are defenses, but I didn't have the time to stop this. That's all. So guys, first things first, I lost the game because I put all my army at a single position at some point, as you saw when I told you when this happened. This game, it's not spam, it's very tactical, like Company of Heroes degree tactical, mixed with Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2, of course. It's a combat wise, the cover is good, like the cover system is good here. It's I give it a very good degree. It's like buildings, but melee units can enter in the cover here and take them out. It's an excellent idea how they made it. The stealth cover is great also. So what went wrong with the game? How this disaster of Dawn of War 3 happened? Like I said guys, it's the power core. It's a poorly made oversimplification of take and hold, control area, if I recall correctly, that's why I'm talking about it so much. Sudden death. What else was the assassinate? Destroy headquarters, economic victory. They just thought of a way to mix them all in one objective, which in an RTS, like I said, it will end up ruining the game, because you can't have a horrible, totally trash victory objective. Now, it's not that bad. I'm fine with the shield generator and the power core and the turret. Obviously in 1 versus 1 maps you're gonna have one shield generator and one turret. That's why I'm playing this map, because it's one of the more optimals. In 2 versus 2 maps you're gonna have 2, in 3 versus 3 you're gonna have 3 of each. Turret and shield generator, I mean. But it doesn't fit, guys. Also, let me tell you something. You can get into the enemy base by passing the turret if he has buildings with air units. If he has buildings next to his stronghold, I'll take them out. So it's not about camping, because if he camps, you can get into his base. Also, but this objective just doesn't make any sense. And if you have in a strategy game, if you have a ridiculous, trashy, terrible kind of victory objective, well, that alone will end up ruining the game, because let's quit at the moment. We get the map statistics. because strategy and bad victory objectives, you know what I understand what I'm talking about. They don't mix. Here are my elites, the Death Watch. I love this use. This game is, if you a part of the victory objective, this game is very good. It scores a 9 out of 10, but the victory objective just ruins this. It drops it to 6. I mean, you have to defend them. It's not that bad really, but it just doesn't fit, guys. That's what I'm talking about. The elite resource is great also. It's not bad, it's great. So it's like holding the relic in Dawn of War 1, but here it's a resource. It makes sense. But it's the victory objective, guys. That is what ruined the game. You know, if you ruin at a major thing in a game, and that is the victory objective, you're gonna end up with ruining this kind of disaster. So this game, buy it on sales. Definitely is worth it on sales, and you're gonna have tons of fun playing this game. But you have to accept that the victory objective will be the power core. It's not annihilation mode is bad. Don't go for it. Play power core, but you have to realize that this is not gonna be. I mean, this is not gonna be the most optimal way of what it should be. It's not gonna be the epicness of Dawn of War 1. Even Sudden Death was a great victory objective also, as I recall, where I used to play, because you couldn't just spam all the resources because if you lose one, if you went for just taking all of them from early on without any army to protect them, if you lose one, you die. It makes perfect sense to be there. This is how the Dawn of War 1 wasn't about just camping and massing, because of sudden death. You had to be able to keep the objective. And all of a sudden, Necrons aren't overpowered because, like I said, if they lose once what was called strategic point, it was called the one resource point, you just lost the game. So this way was a way to balance the factions while making them as they are lore-wise, with all their strengths and weaknesses, the pros and cons. But it's not about killing the enemy faction. The killing is stupid. It was about achieving victory, and you had all these objectives to go with. Now, the assassinate was a bit too much. If you lose the commander, you lose the game. But that stands for the main commander, for the lord, the force commander. The Warboss, for example, or the Farseer, it doesn't stand for a secondary, as was the Harlequin or the Librarian. You could lose this command. We could afford to lose these commanders, so no problem. So, guys, this is my final review about this game. Definitely buy it on sales. You're gonna have a huge fun playing the game. You're gonna have huge fun. And it's the combat mechanics, everything this game has. They are even the escalation phases. Now that I realized what it's about, it's a free tier essentially, but it's not free. If you stay alive, you get it. And if you lose your buildings early on, for example, you suffer losses, economic losses. It's not that you scale up tier and then okay, I can rebuild my buildings for free, like something like that. So, guys, you just have to accept that the win condition, the power core, it's not. I don't know how they came up with this, but it's the only negative thing. It's not that bad, but sadly, this is what ruined the game. Also I forgot the lack of more factions. Like, here you go, multiplayer. All right, see, you can't only have Space Marines, Orcs, and Eldar. You definitely need one more faction for a Dawn of War game, at least four. Dawn of War 2 had how many? These three: Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar, Tyranids, and what's that for? I think it had one more, or it was four. It was four. The Tyranids were Tyranids, Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar. Then came Chaos Space Marines. So it had four. Tyranids were the DLC were the Chaos of Chaos Rising, and Retribution added the Imperial Guard, as well as all of them, all the previous ones. So you can have with three games. It doesn't have to be Chaos. It could be the Imperial Guard as a fourth race, and then add the DLC Chaos, CSM. Although usually it's the CSM, the Space Marines, the Eldar, and the Orcs. And then add also this game could have added Tyranids, Sisters of Battle, Dark Elves. Necrons, yeah, the Necrons also were teased. It was about to get all these, and it should have gotten all these, because it should have gotten all these. It would have been great. I mean, well, but this, I don't know how the hell they came up with this parkour, guys. That was the only thing this game has wrong, the power core. And it's not about, let's have a look. Okay, this is the ranked. Let's go to custom online. Now, you see power core mode or annihilation with defensive. The victory points are DLC, are mods, community made mods. It's not, it's about having this game, you need to play it with power core. So it's not that bad. The power core isn't that horrible, but it doesn't fit. Let's see another map, for example. This typical map, you can't have two turrets. They don't fit in a 1 versus 1 map. 2 points of elite generators make sense. Let's see something else. Another map. This again. All these maps have two shield generators. You need one for 1 versus 1. Shrine of Assyria, a very good map. But again, the two generators, shield generators and turrets, doesn't make sense in a 1 versus 1 map. That's why I'm using this map. Do you have anything else? Port Sanders, yeah, this map. Again, the problem with this map is the two shield generators. So guys, this is what went wrong. This is how, and I'm not I can fully understand how this disaster happened with the parkour. It just shouldn't be there. These parkour mods shouldn't be the game. Now, many people complained about the elite system. They didn't like it. I find it very interesting. I am fine with it. To put it, I like it how they made it. But for example, they want Terminators to be buildable, recruitable units rather than elites. It doesn't make sense, because in Dawn of War 2 they are elites. You need to call them in. Of course, you can call two squads of them in Dawn of War 2, but you need a lot of the red resource to call Zeal, how it's called for the space barriers to call for Terminators. I'm talking about the retail version, I'm talking about Chaos Terminators, which also cost Zeal. I know it's called Favor. So again, there are elite units there also. So guys, in a sense, it's not that bad. The library, of course, is a hero as well as you don't, you aren't anymore restricted into force commander or apothecary. Apothecary isn't a hero; it should be recruitable. Clan Dreadnought, Imperial Knight. That's a pretty good. Pretty good barrage with this this ability. It's got what's a Gatling barrage and Iron Storm missiles, multi-target location, armor piercing damage, cone area. This yeah, a lot of mechanics to do stuff. Yeah, this game. So guys, as I was saying, this game the only thing that ruined it is the power core. That's what ruined the game. I mean, yeah, no, having a strategy game and having a poorly made, oversimplified objective in a strategy game, it's not going to work. Which is, they shouldn't have gone with this choice. So of course they lost people and sales. Now, all things considered, buying this game into a sale period when we got a sales time period, that's really it's gonna be a lot of fun. The community is active of Dora War 3. You can get check on Discord. I don't have the link of the Discord community. I remember what did on board to find it where I got it. So yeah, buy this. My advice about this game. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Now, of course, like land speeders flying over the terrain, impassable terrain. It shouldn't be the case. They don't fly. Meanwhile, the orcs. Helicopter, yeah, same stuff for the rest. Flying units, they shouldn't fly off impassable terrain. They're not airplanes. They're not, for example, the the Hell Talon, which flies over terrain. It's an aircraft. It's not a hover. Same for the Orc helicopter and the Eldar tanks. They shouldn't fly on impassable terrain. Some of them. I don't know which do and which don't. But anyway, so my advice about this game, because you're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. It's gonna be a lot of fun when you play this game. So buy it on sales for 5 or 6 euros, some around there. You get it on sales. And obviously the company learned from this mistake not to, I mean, do this kind of, because they wanted the MOBA people to play the game. That doesn't make any sense. MOBA is played because it's free to play. It's not played because people like it much. So obviously the company, yeah, I think they lost money because they're gonna sell the game for €5 instead of full price. That obviously, what did they expect after this disaster? I mean, but yeah, you're gonna have tons of fun playing the game. It's highly tactical. It's not spamming or just blobbing and attacking. As you saw, I killed the enemy army so many times. And hopefully the company will get back to it to bring us CSM Imperial Guard, Necrons, Tyranids, Dark Eldar. Definitely they're gonna be here. They were planning to put them here. Obviously, Sisters of Battle. And I don't know what other factions. Tyranids, yeah, Tyranids. They should be on the game, and yeah, well, this is it. I hope you all enjoyed the match. Be well, everybody, and see you in the next cast.